Yeah, like getting Jim White to be the drummer, he's such a expressive drummer that he can be like a whole band because he can just fill those empty spaces with so much beauty. And I think the finger picking also enabled him to be in full bloom.
This one's called The Well. I could not work, and so I threw a bottle into the woods.
Well, I think with the well, the guitar part is pretty propulsive in parts, and I think that probably helped. I mean, especially if you compare it to something like Say Valley Maker, which is at least the first half of that song is very it's just three or four notes in a not a very particularly like exciting way. But I think with a well, it felt more like a rockabilly song or something that could really get some slapping drums behind it. I think he just felt the propulsiveness of the guitar part and pushed that harder.
And then I felt bad for the dough part and the rabbit part. So I went looking for the pieces of the bottle that I threw. Oh, 'cause I couldn't work. I went deep, further than I could throw. And I came upon an old abandoned well.
Well, with the well, I started with the first line. I remember that. Like I said earlier, that I was kind of having writer's block in my new life. So the first line is, I could not work, so I threw a bottle into the woods. And yeah, in my new house, I had some woods behind my house, and I couldn't work. Um, that's how the song started, and then I just kind of, yeah, I guess in a lot of these songs, I just kind of follow an image. So say Valley Maker, I just had the image of someone floating in the river on the back, and I just kind of followed it as if it was in my mind. And then the same with the well, I just followed the bottle. Okay, the guy threw the bottle, and then now where's the bottle? And so he goes to look for the bottle, and yeah, I think when you have the right image, it writes the song for you. You just kind of have to follow it.
When I got the boards off, I stared into the black, black, black. And you know I had to yell just to get my voice back. I guess everybody has their own thing that they yell into a well. I gave it a couple of hoots, a hello, and a fuck all y'all.
There's a reason why an image feels right. I think because it's like a seed. It has the whole tree in it. You just have to water it, watch it grow. And it's often the first. I often come up with either a title or the first line of a song. Those are the, once I get either one of those that feels like a seed, the rest usually happens quickly and easily. Yeah, I was definitely listening to Johnny Cash around the time of the record, and The Well is in the way that Palimpsest is kind of a tribute to Mickey Newbury. I would say that The Well is a tribute to Johnny Cash. Definitely, yeah.
Hello? Fuck all y'all.
Well, my voice was getting deeper in pitch with every record. It started to go back up again lately, but for a while it was going down, down, down with each record. And also, like I said earlier, with the finger picking guitar instead of strumming, it leaves that center big open space for a vocal to sit in when you're mixing. So that probably, contributes a lot to the fact that my voice is maybe more present than more upfront than past records. And also nylon string guitar, nylon strings have much less, well, they're more muted. They don't have, I think they give off less frequencies, definitely less treble frequencies than a steel string guitar. And they have less sustain. I kind of got into the idea of most guitarists, they want like sustain as like a big thing. They just want a note to ring out forever. But I was like, no, I want this note to die as soon as I hit it so that like you can hear my vocal, And definitely with fingerpicking a nylon string guitar, the note dies pretty quickly. So that's another reason why the vocal feels so present on this record.
Well, they say black is all colors at once. So I gave it my red rage, my yellow streak, the greenest parts of me, and my blues. And I knew just what I had to do. I had to turn around and go back and let that drip roll down my back. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad about that.